Hello people, this is Shraddha Ghak. Thank you very much for watching this video. I know I have been MIA for a really long time, but here I am with another new videos in which I talk about how I tackled the subject of my second year, which are pathology, pharmacology and microbiology. This video is majorly about pathology, which is my favorite subject of the second year, and that's why I spent most of my time of my second year doing pathology. So that's how it's going to be. We are going to divide this video into three major parts. First would be the books, second would be the video resources, and third would be how you're actually supposed to study the subject. Okay, so let's get started. The first one is the books. So now you have some everybody would be knowing that Robbins is the the Bible for pathology. So I would request each and every one of you to please read Robbins. Robbins है ना स्टैंडर्ड बुक है, जैसे गाइडन फिजियोलॉजी के लिए है वैसे रॉबिन्स इज फॉर पैथोलॉजी. पर रॉबिन्स से ना आपका पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हो जाएगा. तो I know Robbins does not have like those crisp headings which Indian students need for their professional exams, but अगर Robbins से आपका concept clear होता है तो moving on to the next book which is रामदास नायक में Robbins ही है, but it is like a condensed form of Robbins, and Robbins is categorized into the headings and subheadings which we can easily reproduce in the theory ka paper. But I would strongly suggest कि रामदास नायक should not be a primary resource because it is a concise form of a textbook. Those are notes, okay? तो notes में कैसे points दिया हुआ होता है, तो even if you miss one point आपका link नहीं लगेगा दो points के बीच में. So that's that. इसलिए first one would be Robbins. The second one जो Robbins का concise form है that is रामदास नायक, and third one is हर्ष मोहन जो Indian author का है. हर्ष मोहन is a pretty good book. If you find Robbins to be very bulky और Robbins का language आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा है, then you can go to हर्ष मोहन में बहुत अच्छे diagrams. Yes, for diagrams you can wholly and solely go for हर्ष मोहन because वहाँ पे बहुत अच्छे डायग्राम्स दिए गए हैं H&E स्पेशली, एंड विच आर सपोज टू ड्रॉ इन योर एग्जाम्स. सो और हर्ष मोहन में एवरीथिंग इज वेरी टू द पॉइंट, एकदम हेडिंग्स है, सब हेडिंग्स है जो आपको मतलब इफ यू आर दैट काइंड ऑफ अ पर्सन हु वांट्स एवरीथिंग टू बी अंडर अ हेडिंग, अंडर सब हेडिंग, go for Harshman. If you want your concepts to be very crystal clear, then go for Robbins. But I urge to each one of you to please read Robbins. It's said that अगर कोई पूरे MBBS के कोर्स में if you have to read one book, that is supposed to be Robbins. So please read Robbins. अगर आपको Robbins read करने में कोई difficulty आ रहा है तो take a help of a senior, take a help of your batchmate, but make sure that you do go for Robbins. And also yes. Now for revision I found Atlas very useful because उसमें कैसे होता है ना, एक ग्रॉस का पिक्चर दिया हुआ होता है और एक हिस्टोपैथ का पिक्चर दिया हुआ होता है. तो व्हेन यू सी द ग्रॉस एंड यू सी द हिस्टोपैथ आपका रिविजन बहुत इजी हो जाता है. सो फॉर रिविजन पर्पजेज आई वेंट विथ एटलास. रॉबिन्स का ही एटलास है, तो इट जस्ट हैज पिक्चर्स, इट डज नॉट हैव एनी रिटन मटीरियल इन इट. तो आई वेंट फॉर दैट फॉर रिविजन. एंड ऑल्सो देयर इज अ वेरी गुड बुक, इट वॉज लेंट to me by my senior. It's called Pathology Illustrated. I'll write down the name of the author below. That is a really good book if you want to visualize the process of general path. Especially I referred that book just for general path. तो general path के लिए if you want to really if you want to imagine how necrosis हो रहा है या कैसे apoptosis हो रहा है, या if there is a granuloma formation वो कैसे हो रहा है, तो that book does a very good job in helping us imagine that process. तो general path के लिए I went with Pathology Illustrated, and for the systemic path I went for the Atlas by Robbins. Now for the video resources, there are plenty of video resources for second year. I went with Dr. Najib. Dr. Najib his videos are gold standard if you want to clear your concepts. He has all the videos for general path, and if you want his videos, you can easily go to Telegram. Every video of his is every video you can find on Telegram. So please watch Dr. Najeeb. And Dr. Najeeb कैसे है ना, he teaches from Robbins. तो अगर आप डॉक्टर नजीब के वीडियोस लेके बैठेंगे एंड यू टेक योर टेक्स्ट बुक, तो आपका वो रीडिंग का जो टाइम है दैट ऑल्सो कट्स डाउन टू हाफ. तो वो एक है डॉक्टर नजीब के वीडियोस. दे आर द बेस्ट कॉन्सेप्ट बिल्डिंग वीडियोस यू वुड फाइंड एनीवेयर. डॉक्टर नजीब के बाद ऑन द सेकेंड पोजिशन आई कैन वाउच फॉर निंजा नर्ड. आई वेंट विथ निंजा नर्ड फॉर मेजरली सम वीडियोज जो डॉक्टर नजीब के नहीं थे. निंजा नर्ड ऑल्सो डज अ वेरी वेरी गुड जॉब इन क्लियरिंग योर कॉन्सेप्ट. दैट्स एक इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग. फिर I've heard from many of my batchmates that Dr. Preeti Sharma and Dr. Ela Jain and also Dr. Priyanka Sachdeva and Dr. Ranjit sir, everybody does a very good job in like videos, but I have not utilized any of their videos. So I have, but from my batchmates I hear they're really good. If you want to look out for their videos, there are plenty of videos of theirs on YouTube. So watch the videos on YouTube, then maybe you can take a subscription of theirs. There's also a very good YouTube channel called I Love Pathology. Now that channel made pathology very 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 simple for me. Now when sir starts with his explanation, he starts with like general physiology, then what went wrong, therefore the pathology. तो वैसे करके he goes through the pathophysiology, and उसके बाद he goes in with the diagrams, the gross and the microscopic feature of that disease. तो due to that एक अच्छा सा flow बन जाता है जिसमें you can actually visualize the pathology which is really going on with that organ or with that part. तो वो एक बहुत useful channel था, I would say, for me. फिर there's another one of my favorite channels, Medicosis Perfectionalis. If you haven't watched his videos, please go and watch his videos. His videos are fun. His videos makes learning medicine or learning pathology, or he has videos on each and every subject you can think of in MBBS. So he makes everything very fun. He makes learning a very like joyful, and ऐसा लग रहा है आप पढ़ ही नहीं रहे हो, you are just watching some kind of an animation. So I really like Medicosis Perfectionalis for some topics where memorization was required, like जो सब vitamin deficiency के diseases है and everything. So I used it for that. फिर then you have Pathology Insights, the YouTube channel, Pathology Simplified and Pathology Concepts by Dr. Mithila. So if you want to learn how you draw histopath diagrams, these three channels are the go-to channels for you. And the ma'am, she literally draws each and everything in front of you, so that you can also draw with her and you have your histopath diagrams with you. So when you have to supplement your answers with your histopath diagrams, make sure you watch these channels. And also there's a channel of I don't know which IIT is this channel by, but there's a channel called Swayam Prabha. I will write the name of the channel in the description below. So that channel has it has videos for engineering, it has also videos for medical students, and if you scroll down बहुत नीचे ना, you'll get micropath and pharma. These are very good videos, but they are a bit lengthy. So if you're starting on early, then maybe these videos are for you, but they are not really like revision kind of videos. And also after video resources, I want to go for some websites. Okay, so I Love Pathology में I Love Pathology also has their own website. तो उस वेबसाइट में क्या है ना, दे हैव अ कंपाइलेशन ऑफ ऑल द हिस्टोपैथ डायग्राम्स दैट you would ever need. मतलब general में if you have a granuloma formation then you have a granuloma. If you have necrosis तो you have caseous necrosis का अलग, you have liquefactive necrosis का अलग diagram. मतलब it is compiled, and if you want to just revise, then it becomes very easy. And also he has a separate section for practical pathology, and I found it extremely useful because now the MUHS students would be knowing that we have a PBS in our practical exams. So each and every anemia, each and every leukemia, how you see it under the PBS, it is compiled there. So if you just want a quick revision or practicals के लिए आपको पढ़ना है, practical के instruments also they are listed on the website very very neatly, and only the important points are written there. So if you want to use it for your practical exams, or you want to use it for your revisions, or you just want to copy your HND diagram, so that website is a very wholesome, I would say, that website. Next is Histopath Guru. Now how I studied was, एक बार मैंने पढ़ लिया from the textbook. I really wanted to see exactly how that the disease or the pathology was looking from the microscope. I did not want to restrict myself to that picture given in the textbook. So what I used to do was, I used to just Google the image, and then I would go to Histopath Guru, or there's also a website called I will link it, I will write it in the description below. There's that website, and I would just go Pathfinder, I would, if I remember it correctly, or no, I'll write it in the description. So these 2-3 websites are websites, उसमें ना पहले से ही microscopic slides they have been feeded, and you just have to type in, and you can just zoom into the pathology, कुछ भी हो. If you have a squamous cell carcinoma, they will label it कि ये keratin pearl ऐसे दिखता है normally. So when you go into your practical exams, it becomes a lot easier for you to identify the slide, अगर आपने पहले से ही वो देखा हुआ है तो. So if you want to just have an extra edge, you can refer these websites. I will write all these websites. I would list it down below, so nobody misses out on anything. Now, yes, how to study pathology. I really loved pathology from the starting, so मुझे इतना कुछ पुश नहीं करना पड़ा खुद को कि पैथोलॉजी पढ़ने के लिए. बट इफ यू आर रीडिंग रॉबिन्स, देन मेक श्योर दैट you stick to one book. You do not go from Robbins to Hirschman, or Robbins, Hirschman, फिर उसके बाद रामदास नायक कर लिया. If you are reading Robbins, stick with Robbins. Have total trust on Robbins. What I used to do was, I did my total general path from Dr. Najeeb. So Dr. Najeeb के videos देखते देखते I would read Robbins, and then I used to take out my own notes, combining everything that Dr. Najeeb taught and everything that was supposed to be there from Robbins. बट द ओनली थिंग इज, जो स्टार्टिंग के लेसन्स है ना रॉबिन्स में, जैसे नेक्रोसिस हो गया या अमाइलॉइडोसिस हो गया, एवरीथिंग, यहाँ पे हमें एलक्यूज आते हैं. देर आर सम पॉइंट्स वेयर रॉबिन्स का इंफॉर्मेशन इट इज नॉट सफिशिएंट फॉर अस टू राइट थियोरी पेपर्स. सो इफ यू फील कि अरे यहाँ पे इंफॉर्मेशन बहुत कम दिया है, देन यू कैन सप्लीमेंट दैट नॉलेज विथ हर्ष मोहन और रामदास नायक, जहाँ पे इंफॉर्मेशन is more, I would say. So if you want, you can do that, but if you just read Robbins like a story book, वो गाइटन जैसा evaporate हो जाएगा. You would understand everything, but you won't be able to retain everything, and if you won't be able to retain everything, you won't be able to write it in the exam, or you won't be able to revise it again. So if you are doing Robbins, watch a video, read Robbins, then take out your own notes and keep on revising those notes, and make sure that you study pathology in some headings. Okay, so first heading would be the definition of the disease. If you are reading something kind of like rheumatic heart disease, I suppose, so you just have to write a definition कि rheumatic heart disease क्या है, कि it's a non-suppurative inflammatory disorder, yeah, if it is a suppurative inflammatory disorder, is it like totally widespread in the body, or is it localized. These are the definitions that you are supposed to write in the first place. फिर उसके बाद में you are supposed to write the epidemiology, कि where is this disease mostly found, if it is female dominated or if it is male dominated, या उसका age of distribution क्या है, does it have a bimodal distribution, और एक ही जगह peak होता है, या मतलब old age में दिखता है, या young adults में दिखता है, ऐसे. Then you are supposed to write the etiological factors, कि what are the causes of these diseases. फिर etiological factors होने के बाद में then you have to write the pathogenesis, कि how does this disease, what is the cause of the disease, कि मतलब if you are writing for fatty liver, then you are supposed to write कि fatty acid oxidation ज़्यादा हो रहा है, कम हो रहा है, या if you are eating fats from your diet तो वो बढ़ रहा है, या अगर DM में से fat metabolism ज़्यादा हो रहा है तो उससे fatty acids आ रहा है. Then fatty acids they are accumulating in your hepatocytes. इन hepatocytes में microvesicles बन के, फिर वो macrovesicles बन के nucleus को बाजू में push करके signet ring का appearance दे रहा है. This is how you are supposed to write the pathogenesis. And in pathogenesis now, make sure कि you supplement your pathogenesis with a lot of flowcharts. Do not write pathogenesis in paragraph formats. No one has the time to read your paragraphs. If you write a flowchart, उसमें important points है, then you will be good to go. Do flowcharts in pathogenesis. Next is the gross findings and the microscopic findings. Gross findings में how does the organ look when you look it grossly, बाहर से देखा तो वो कैसे दिखता है. For example, in fatty liver, the liver would be the liver का capsule, it would be tense, the margins would not be as sharp, they would be blunted, it looks greasy, fatty, yellowish in color. तो ये सब जो है ना, that is gross appearance. Then on the microscopic thing you have to write कि the hepatocytes, they are seen in a signet ring form. Now you have to also draw the H&E figure. For H&E, refer the websites which I told you before, or you can also go to Harsh Mohan ka book. There the H&E things are very 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 nice. This is also a tip from me कि जैसे मैंने आपको हिस्टो पढ़ने बोला था कि first you have to do the diagrams. आपको डायग्राम्स अच्छे से आपको ड्रॉ करके देखना है कि क्या आपको डायग्राम आता है या नहीं. When you do the diagram, you can describe the diagram, but from the description you cannot draw a diagram. Okay, मतलब you can draw a diagram, but it won't be as precise as the other way around. So it is my tip and my suggestion to you that please first do the diagram अच्छे से, फिर then you go to the description of the diagram, and make sure that you only do the H&E pencils, do not use the normal lead pencils, and also make sure that you draw diagrams wherever and whenever you feel like. Now if you have a question on iron transport, or if you are doing iron deficiency anemia, so rather than drawing a flow chart for your iron absorption, draw a cell of the small intestine कि यहाँ से ये आएगा, फिर अंदर फेरोपोर्टिन से जाएगा, फिर उसके बाद में सेरुलोप्लाज्मिन से वो ऑक्सीडाइज होगा and everything. You can use color pencils there, but then you can use color pencils there. In your UT also you can freely use color pencils there, and also make sure that you draw a lot of diagrams and you draw a lot of flowcharts in your this thing. फिर ग्रॉस एंड हिस्टोपैथ के बाद में यू आर सपोज टू डू हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू डायग्नोज दैट थिंग. If you have iron deficiency anemia, the major important thing that you see is the CBC findings. CBC findings में you do the ferritin levels, you do the serum iron, TIBC, everything. So these are all the diagnostic modalities that you are going to follow. फिर उसके बाद में in hematology another section that you are supposed to add is the PBS findings for all the hematological diseases. If you are going for hereditary spherocytosis, then you are going to see the spherocytes which do not have central pallor. Or if you are going to do kind of like a leukemia, if you have CML, then you have the garden party appearance, उसमें सब leukocytes बढ़ जाते हैं, सब WBCs बढ़ जाते हैं. तो these are the PBS findings that you are supposed to know for all the hematological disorders. Okay, multiple myeloma में कैसे होता है, क्या Dutcher bodies क्या होता है, flame cells, what are flame cells, when ये सब आपको पता होना चाहिए, and that you are supposed to draw in a PBS section. फिर उसके बाद में you have done the diagnosis. फिर now फिर अभी आप क्या करेंगे? Then you are going to do the treatment. Even if you write a line or two for the treatment, it is fine. Then the examiner knows, or even you know, that you have like a whole idea for that disease. And for the treatment part, I would strongly suggest, if you are revising something and if you अगर आप IDA रिवाइज कर रहे हैं, and for treatment you will give the iron supplements, then make sure that you take out 10-15 minutes and visit pharmacology for that section and use revise the pharmacology section from there as well. So कैसे होगा कि आपका एक पैथोलॉजी का भी क्वेश्चन रिवाइज हो जाएगा, क्वेश्चन मतलब टॉपिक रिवाइज हो जाएगा, and you can also do the pharmac from that. So yes, that was something that I did for pathology for the whole year. If I have to only give you one advice, it is that watch Dr. Najeeb's videos, read Robbins. Even if you can't complete Robbins' first volume and the second volume, but please make sure that you at least complete Robbins' first volume. It should be like each and every word of that first volume should go from under your eyes. And also neoplasia, the chapters, they are very important. So make sure that you read them thoroughly and you make notes out of them. If you watch Dr. Najeeb's, reading Robbins is not a very hard task afterwards. So make sure that you do that, and yeah, do pathology wholeheartedly. Do physio, patho and pharma wholeheartedly. It will lift up your medicine, the 4th year most dreaded subject. It would like be a cakewalk. So yeah, that's that. So if you're watching this video for the very first time, hi, I'm Shraddha Ghag. I am right now in the 3rd year of MBBS in GMC Nandurbar. Touch wood, we all have fared very well in our 2nd year professional exams, and I hope everything goes the same way in the upcoming years also. I make videos about anything and everything that I like making videos about. So until next time, say yes to more cheese.